Hello and welcome to 285 DIY, Elevate Your Home Improvement Game, the podcast where we bring you tips, tricks, and expert advice for tackling your home improvement projects safely and effectively. I'm your host, Dosha Boylan, owner of Handyman Connection, and today we're diving into a topic that is crucial for any DIY homeowner, electrical safety. Whether you're swapping out a light fixture, installing a new outlet, or rewiring a room, understanding electrical safety can mean the difference between a successful project and a dangerous accident. So let's plug in and talk about the best practices for staying safe when working with electricity. Before we get into that, let's look into some eye-opening statistics. According to the Electrical Safety Foundation International, each year in the United States alone, there are approximately 400 electrocutions related to electrical incidents, and over 4,000 people are treated in emergency rooms for injuries caused by electrical hazards. What's even more concerning is that many of these incidents involved homeowners attempting to perform DIY electrical work without proper knowledge or precautions. A recent survey conducted by the National Fire Protection Association found that electrical failures or malfunctions are the second leading cause of home fires in the U.S., resulting in around 51,000 fires annually, 400 deaths, and over 1,400 injuries. These numbers should serve as a sobering reminder that electricity is not something to take lightly, no matter how simple the task may be. Now, those statistics might sound scary, but the good news is with the right knowledge and safety measures, you can greatly reduce your risk of accidents. So here are the top electrical safety best practices that every DIY homeowner should follow. Number 1, turn off the power. This may seem obvious, but you'd be surprised how many people forget this crucial first step. Before you start any electrical project, always turn off the power at the breaker box. Don't just rely on flipping the light switch off. Use a voltage tester to double check that the power is completely off before you touch any wires. Number 2, use the right tools and equipment. Using the correct tools not only makes your job easier, but also safer. So you want to invest in insulated tools specifically designed for electrical work. These tools are made to reduce the risk of electric shock. Also ensure that you're using the right type of wire and connectors for your project. Different jobs require different gauges and types of wire, so consult an electrical code book or the National Electric Code, NEC, or talk to a professional if you're unsure. Number 3, understand your home's electrical system. Before you start any major electrical work, take the time to understand how your home's electrical system is set up. Locate your breaker panel. Understand which circuits control which parts of your home. Labeling your circuits can save time and confusion later on. Also be aware of your home's grounding system. This is a critical safety feature that helps prevent electrical shock. Number 4, avoid overloading circuits. One common DIY mistake is overloading circuits, which can lead to overheating and potential fires. Make sure you know the amperage rating of a circuit you're working on and do not exceed that capacity. If you're unsure, consult an electrician or refer to the NEC, that National Electric Code, for guidelines. Number 5, be cautious with outlets and switches. When replacing or installing new outlets and switches, use tamper-resistant outlets to protect against shocks, especially if you have young children at home. Always ensure that outlets near water sources, such as kitchens and bathrooms, are ground fault circuit interrupter, which is a GFCI outlet. These GFCIs are designed to shut off the power quickly in the event of a ground fault, which can save lives. Number 6, know when to call a professional. I know you want to try those DIY projects yourself, and while many electrical projects can be handled by a knowledgeable DIYer, there are limits to what you should attempt. If you're dealing with your main electrical panel, installing new circuits, or any high voltage projects, it's best to call a licensed electrician. Electrical work is one area where it's always better to be safe than sorry. So, what are our key takeaways here? First and foremost, respect electricity and the potential hazard it brings. Always turn off power, use the right tools, understand your home's electrical system, avoid overloading circuits, use GFCI outlets where necessary, and know your limits. If you follow these best practices, you can complete your DIY electrical projects safely and effectively. But before we wrap up, remember that taking an extra few minutes to double check your work and taking safety precautions can make all the difference. A successful project is one that not only looks good, but also keeps you and your home safe. So thank you for tuning in to 285 DIY, Elevate Your Home Improvement Game. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe and leave us a review if you're listening to us on YouTube. Have a question or topic you'd like us to cover? Send us an email at 285diy@gmail.com. So until next time, stay safe and happy DIYing.